We have great throws, and we work really hard on the theme, and I think all the female crews do that.
Early on during carnival season, women used to do a lot of the behind-the-scenes work, but in 1917, that changed. The crew of Iris was founded, making it the first all-female crew, but things certainly didn't stop there. In the metro area, we now have Muses, Nyx, Cleopatra, Femme Fatale, Eve, Selene, Isis, Pandora, and Athena. When parades roll, we see the floats, we see the throws, and we see the smiles, but members of the all-female crew say what we don't see is really what's most important.
It's great. It's like a sisterhood.
It's all like my sisters, so we love being together.
Different crews, but a similar message of sisterhood and women empowerment.
It's more than just parading. It's about giving back to the community and, bettering the community around us.
Crew members go to meetings together, have parties to decorate throws, and they give back to the community all year round.
As a result of all this, you have people who would never have otherwise met who talk all the time about how they've bonded, their best friends, their sisters.
These women say they have a good time parading, but the joy goes beyond colorful wigs, elaborate costumes, and unique throws. Kristen Pierce, Eyewitness News.